me, Kyle. I sing for a band called Bodysnatcher, and we're at the Sunshine State Open.
I play paintball for Blackout.
And I play paintball for Blackout.
Don't ever look at me again. Oh.
The event BST, we have found the Geo 3.0 beautiful color scheme. Yo, how much do you pay for this?
$200. Hey, old buddy that's on a Lux sponsored team can't use this anymore, so.
Oh shit, BST at the event dominated.
Kyle's.
How old were you when you first claimed Edge?
16?
And is it still going?
I'm 25 now.
So you've maintained Edge?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why your head's on so straight, because you're straight edge.
Possibly. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of stupid shit, so.
Did you listen to Life Ruiner?
Yeah.
Yeah, so did I.
No, I loved them back in the day.
Life Ruiner was like peak straight edge years for me. You've seen the Bodysnatcher video where this guy is screaming his head off wearing a Violent shirt. So I talked to Paul Yoon, longtime homie, longtime supporter, and we linked up at Florida NXL. What's up, man? How's it going?
Just sweating my ass off. We just played Miami Outcast. Won that point. I think we have 15 minutes to our next point. We were gonna play D3X ball. We lost a few guys before, so now we're playing D3 5-man. And so far it's going good. It's very hot.
I'm dying, man. I'm in ball soup right now.
Yeah.
But yo, so metal and paintball, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. I didn't learn about metal until I started playing paintball, and these guys who make videos for paintball would use metal songs in their videos. And that's how I found about All That Remains, where they're in their prime in that early metalcore era with Six and Weak Willed and Become the Catalyst, that whole album, bangers.
Yeah.
So what paintball metal have you listened to? Like, how has paintball metal influenced you?
So when I was young, when I first got into paintball, I was what, maybe 13 years old? This was probably like what, 2007. So that was when like Serial Killers and like all those videos were out. Dirter and
so like that Under Oath song, that Unearthed song, yeah.
Well, the Chris Lasoya, what really stuck with me is the Chris Lasoya segment has From Autumn to Ashes.
Oh
That's
my
what made
God.
me fucking discover that song. And then I mean, like, I had already liked like metal, but you know, I was pretty young. I was in middle school, so but that helped like the transition of finding more bands like that and stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously, you know, some of my friends that played paintball also were into that music too. So it was like one of those things where I'm like, hey, I found these bands, and then they're like, oh, well, check this band out too. And you know, and being from Florida as well, like a lot of the old local shows here were like pretty sick. There was a lot of heavy bands and stuff. So
I was like a paintball kid, and we were driving to practice, and they would always play Job for a Cowboy's Doom.
Oh.
And I'm like, why are they screaming? I listen to power metal like Iron Maiden and Dragon Force.
Yeah.
Why are they screaming? And now it's just like, give me slams, give me the breeze.
I love that shit.
Oh my God.
Especially just being around it like as often as I am, it's like a lot of people get burnt out, especially with like how many shows you play or like touring or whatever, but I still love it. You know, I've been into it ever since. And then what's cool is like there's a lot of like cross promotion from it too, because like, you know, we'll be out on tour and I'll be in some state and some kid will come out and he'll be like, hey, I played D2 for so-and-so, and I'm like, oh,
what's up, man?
I would love to talk about something other than music right now, because this is like my job, you know, but it's always good to, you know, love what you do and stuff.
Yeah, we talked about that. Like, bands have like an era where they're just firing every single album, and then they just dip off and it gets less creative or less heavy.
Yep.
Like, that's
we're just gonna try and stay heavy.
In contrast to the heavy, violent, brutal nature of the band Bodysnatcher, Kyle Medina, the person, was very optimistic, positive, and upbeat. It was such a pleasure to get to know him at the NXL Florida Major and watch his team compete. Without watching paintball videos back in the day, I would have never found metal. And why metal is so special to me, it just gives me that armor to deal with the brutal nature of the world and to keep me strong and fighting forward. What I didn't know was Kyle is actually straight edge. So for you guys who aren't familiar with the subculture, it basically means that you're swearing off drugs and alcohol and you're gonna live a clean, straight edge life. And it's awesome. Kyle's been straight edge since 16. It just blows my mind that this rock star, this deathcore vocalist who sells out shows and has had a record deal, he knew about Will Ball for Soup and he watches my content. So we were talking months before this thing even happened. Even if you're a rock star, if you miss practice, you're not gonna spin at events. Kyle didn't get that many spins because his practice record was inconsistent. And that's understandable. I want to go ahead and congratulate Kyle's team Blackout for winning Division 3 5-man. I hope you guys enjoy this footage. I'm going to sign out and kick it back to the Raw.
Top 5 bands, man.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd probably say, as of right now, do you remember Abacab from Virginia?
Yes, I actually do know what that band is.
Yeah, they're awesome. I like Abacab. Our bass player used to be in a band from New Jersey called Float Face Down. That's like one of my favorite
So
bands.
you're kind of going underground with this.
Yeah,
You're not going too
bands.
mainstream.
For big bands, I'd probably say like Lorna Shore. I love
Yup.
Lorna Shore.
Yup.
They're very good too. Live.
That whole wave of like blackened deathcore is solid. It's
Yep.
technically solid. The vocals are solid. Too bad the PP Man got canceled.
Yeah. I did 2 tours, and he was in the band, and then all that came out, and I was like, whoa.
Is he a nice guy, or is he kind of?
He's not a dick or anything. It was just very. It was like, whoa.
He's an interesting looking dude. He's got
Yeah.
like this unique aesthetic. He's got really clean aesthetics.
It's his facial structure.
The jawline.
Yeah.
Jawline of the gods.
Fuck, man. As far as just metal bands, I mean, all-time favorite band, probably. I liked a lot of early Whitechapel.
Yeah.
one of my favorite
And then they fell off.
Yeah, they stopped being heavy.
Like Visor, Exciser, and like Exalt.
Yeah.
So awake. Oh, come on, that's sick as fuck. And now they're just generic chugcore, you know?
Yeah, I think I think also getting older, some people get like kind of,
Yeah.
they get weird about playing heavy music.
At least Phil gave us that cover at the Rings of Saturn,
Oh,
Suicide
God.
Silence. Like, no, Phil gave us the
Suicide
unanswered
Silence.
cover.
Suicide Silence, yeah.
The unanswered cover.
I like Suffocate.
Return to Despair. Return to Despair is a great album.
Oakland. I liked that album a lot. And then, what is that, 4? That's 4 right there?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Fuck. I'd probably say
I was fine. I had no hair.
Rose Funeral. Probably.
The Uno scandal, Rose
Yeah,
Funeral. I
yeah.
would know about
I
that.
love that, man.
I think they were way ahead of their time in like how melodic they were and technical they were. They had some unique tempo changes at cool times. Like dun 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 dun.
I think another thing that was me being young and ignorant is that there was the last album they put out, which was Gates of Punishment.
Yup.
And I was super like, I love breakdowns, no death metal elements. Like, I love deathcore.
Straight core.
And I completely was like, whatever. And then recently, like 2-3 years ago, I went and listened to it, and I'm like, wow, I'm an idiot. What was 17-year-old
What
me
was
was
I
like,
doing? I listened to like Eliza, like
Yeah.
where they'd have those like samples.
Oh, they're awesome,
Like
too.
30,000 people die. I've been to an Eliza show. That's how fucking OG I
oh my
am.
God, have you?
Yeah, like 04 at like 13.
Oh my God, dude. I'm jealous of that.